here to take any question and answer, since, I mean, I'm pretty sure like having our chapter here, we're gonna have a long-term relationship, inshallah. So as you have seen, the Bdesh have seen many things here with the different programs that we are supporting today. Alhamdulillah, our budget for 2018 and 19, especially because of the Rohingya, is almost close to $1 million. And so this is really a big undertake for us. We are a small organization with, like people like us with a modest income, trying our best to help each other out and help our needy brothers and sisters. So if you have any questions, please, feel free to ask me. Yes, brother, go ahead.
So my question is, how did you grow from year 1 to year 10? Can you give us an idea for your percentage of growth yearly basis?
Thank you. Yeah, so actually, the way it was from year after year, our first year, as Brother Mir probably touched a little bit, our budget was very small. I mean, we actually, the first $5,000, that's how we started from our own pockets. The growth that we have seen actually from our third and fourth year, because first few years it took us to really, get the trust and also investing on our program side, because as I mentioned that, our goal was always that we want to make sure the more impactful program, and not just anything you do, that money should go to the program and help someone, right? So it took about 3 years for us to really develop these programs, and Shobuj took us about I would say 5 years actually to really come to a program and making sure, and we're still developing. It's not like we are done with that, right? So first 3 years, we were below $100,000 organization. We have seen our growth on fourth and fifth years, where we kind of reaching out to $200,000 organization. And basically 6th, 7th years, we stayed pretty much between $200,000, $300,000 organization. Then the Rohingya issue came, and subhanAllah, that had a big spike. And that took us for last, especially 2017, 18, after 2018 and 19, we spent over $800,000 those years. And that's a big chunk goes to the Rohingya relief. And so at this point, inshallah, what we are seeing that, as an organization, that definitely there is a lot of resources you need to sustain as an organization. And we are mostly volunteer based, especially here in US, but we are taking like more technical help, consultants and things like that, so that we can do the right, and also we are, our back end, we're streamlining, so we are using technology, more technology than automation and things in that nature, to make sure that we can keep up with the pace and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Any other question? So inshallah, the dinner will be served in 10 minutes. They're running a little late. But as I said, if you have any question, I'm here, we are here, all, and it's a meet and greet, so donate, as Brother Sammy just mentioned. Yes, brother.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Like, how much of a dollar actually reaches the people who need the most?
Okay, good question, brother. So, most of the money that we get here, for the dollar side, so our 4.5% to 5% is our overhead cost. That's basically of the marketing, the other logistics that we need some manpower to manage the back end and all this thing. And then the rest goes to the program. And as you know, like in Bangladesh also, in the program side, there are expenses, right? There are staffing, there are things that to make this to make this thing happen on the ground. So there are the costs also there, but this is like the part of the program cost. So basically, when you are giving a blanket to a needy, you know, the way we actually, when we even do the program, the way we design the program, so that we make sure that the cost that's going to take for person to reach to the needy person is also included part of the program. So when you are giving say $10 for a blanket, the real cost of the blanket, if you go to the market, may going to cost you $7. But then you are also paying the $3 to make sure that you cover that cost. So when you're giving this $10, Bdesh giving that $10 to the ground, so you are actually taking care of that cost itself to make sure that blanket, the transportation cost, the delivery cost, and all this stuff is part of that program. That answer?
I just wanted to say, what your total budget for Bdesh? How many portion of you spend in Bangladesh projects? How many of that you will spend on Rohingya project? And how many percentage of the budget you spend on America, I mean, out of total budget? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, I wish I would have that pie chart to go over. So at this point, I mean, Rohingya takes the significant, like 60% of the budget goes to the Rohingya. Out of the budget, the 60% is for the Rohingya. And US, we don't have like significant budget for US, like it's actually about 5 to 7% is the US budget. But the thing is that US budget is growing now. We are actually making some adjustment also within our program. As Brother Mead was saying about the Project Hasana. Project Hasana is our US based program. We started with the 2 program, with the survey meal and donating the car, the vehicle program for the refugee families. But our focus is actually to reach out to the inner cities, and we are actually growing in that land. So our vision for 2020, 2021 to increase our budget in US at least to 20%. So that is our goal. By 2021, we should at least spend 20% our budget in US-based program and 80% in Bangladesh. But as you could see, that one other thing that you could see, our youths are getting involved, and that's what we want. I mean, you have seen the mashallah, their performance tonight, and also they're coming forward. And you see Khairul, who went to Bangladesh in the camp, and mashallah, I mean, this is another thing that we want them to come forward and get more involved. We have Roshan over here, who their team, mashallah, started the survey meal program, and subhanallah, it's like amazing program, and they're bringing a lot of youth, within the program. So you could see that, I mean, that's the vision, that we know that, for us to not to just be few folks are involved all the time, but we want to grow. But as we are growing as an organization, we also to make sure people come forward and serve the community and to serve the humanity. So we have to encourage each other to do the good deed and be on the path of truth and be in sabr. So that is basically how we are looking at it. So just in a short answer, yes. So that's how.
ITV, Call of Peace, Save Humanity.